DaFreak podcast. I am fraud, fake, and phony Eak the Freak. This is my co-host, the beautiful, the talented Katie B.
Hello.
And we are joined with our second-time guest, Miss Kember Dunn.
Hey, guys.
Howdy. So, yeah, y'all might have seen the vlog series we did. We had Kember on the first time. And then we said we were going to go watch the fight. We took some people with us from around here, filmed it. It was kind of cool, kind of funny.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. The day was so fun. It was pretty lit.
The day was fun for me too.
Hell yeah.
Very productive.
What do you do before on fight day? What do you do? Like when you wake up, what's your schedule like?
Honestly, it always just varies.
Do you try to have like you say you go, you have like a report time to get there?
Yeah, you have to be there at 3:30 to go over rules, things like that.
So what's going on at noon?
What's going on at noon? I'm probably eating.
Okay.
I've been starved for a few
much
weeks.
as you can.
Yeah, well, you don't want to eat to the point to where you get sick, but when you've been starving for 2-3 weeks, you're gonna eat.
Carb
Make you
reload,
happy.
probably.
Yeah,
and that dopamine.
So right before you go there, what's going on? Like right before you get in the car to drive to the venue?
I'm normally just at home,
Just being cool?
chilling. Yeah, eating, hanging out.
Eating,
You
chilling.
have noticeable anxiety on the fight day?
I'm normally just really excited
Excited for?
to play Punch Face.
Let's go. My favorite game, Punch Face.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a fight coming up, yes or no?
Potentially,
Potentially.
October
Hopefully.
28th. Hopefully, haven't found a lineup yet, so I'm just patiently waiting it out, seeing what's going to happen.
Do you feel like the people in your weight class may be scared to take a fight?
I mean,
They might have watched the vlog,
they might have watched the vlog.
in which case they should have been scared.
A little scared of my right hook.
Do like K1? How many? Is it regional? Do they split it off regional? Like in K1, you're at 115. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know the pool of potential challengers that are in front of you?
I know a few different 115s. A lot of them do MMA, which is what I'm working towards. Potentially an MMA debut in April. Not 100% sure on that yet, but it is a possibility, So no, I don't know every 115 in the area, but honestly, you're going to find a lot of people out of state.
Yeah, in all these fights. There's been people from North Carolina, from different specific gyms, I guess.
Yeah. So my first 2 fights were people from North Carolina. And then my third fight with Lisa, she is from Marietta, Georgia. So just kind of all over the place.
She's a dog, by the way. Y'all's fight, dude, just nonstop punching the entire fight, punching and kicking.
Yeah. It was really intense.
The pace.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. How y'all kept going was crazy. Just nonstop.
Honestly, I surprised myself with that because I didn't think that my cardio was as solid as it was. Granted, I did kind of gas out a little bit towards the end.
She did too, though.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does, but
Yes.
I wasn't expecting to be able to throw that consistently. That it was a lot.
The volume was nuts. It was like, you see people kind of pace for 3 rounds,
Yeah.
First 30 seconds, y'all, and still nobody is gassed in this point in time. Y'all are really technically striking each other.
Yeah.
And then last 30 seconds, it's like both of y'all, just the defense, not so much there, but just the desire to hurt the other one is just at its all-time high. Oh, it was thrilling.
I could hear her corner, and they kept on yelling, "Head kick, Lisa, head kick." And we were just boxing.
Yeah,
wasn't nobody throwing a kick.
I feel like
I don't know if she could have.
All the fights that night, their stamina of the way that they kept going was top out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we put a lot of the men to shame as far as that goes.
I felt like it when y'all got done. I was like, they definitely stamina as far as not stopping. Y'all outdid it for sure.
I mean, the loss sucked, but having people I didn't even know come up to me and be like, "Dude, that was fine tonight."
And it was a coin flip.
Yes.
It was a coin flip. For who won.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't see the judges' scorecards. I felt like she won the last round. You won the second round, and the first one was like, "Damn, what a fight!"
Yeah.
So it was one of those where,
I think the whole audience when y'all were done after the third round was wondering which way it was going to go.
Yeah. Well, I kind of knew that I'd lost that fight there at the end. I just
Which
I knew. Like, I feel like I ate more of her punches than she did of mine, and I could feel that, you know? So, I mean, my teammate Bonnie walked in. She was one of my corner people, and I just looked at her. I was like, dude, I totally just lost that fight. Like, those were my first words, was I just lost that. But it was a really good fight. I've watched it back
It was a great
ton.
fight.
I have
Great
to,
one.
honestly. Just through the process of editing the vlog video, and then oh no, I didn't edit the vlog. Carl edited the vlog. Editing the
I was
vlog
about to say,
into
you're going to take
editing the
credit for
vlog
that?
into the podcast.
Yeah.
The sections of that.
Yes.
Edward Eaker, everybody.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This podcast, despite being produced by Carl Southern Media, is done all by me.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, he forgot me a minute ago.
Yeah, no.
He did. I witnessed it.
So this next fight, what is it? What is in between you and an opponent?
So the only other 115 we've had is one of our cross training partners. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, just because we're trying to have a good relationship with that gym.
Conflict of interest, perhaps.
Yeah, it's really difficult to find 115s. Like, it's a whole problem.
Yeah.
They're so few.
How
Is
many
there-
people are 115 like just after the age of 11? There's not a lot. I was probably
No.
115 at like 11 or 12.
I had to fight for my life to get down to 115.
That's so nuts.
It was
Mhm.
gnarly. Like, I never want to eat an unseasoned egg white again. I'm sick of it.
The discipline. How long did it take? Where'd you come from?
So my last camp was a little odd because I went on vacation like a little over a month out from my fight. So I was off from the gym for a week. I didn't really eat too shitty. But I did eat, you know, I was on vacation. I came back around 130 pounds. So I cut 15 pounds in 4 weeks. The bulk of it was water though. Like when you went to do your
Few days before
water
top
load,
build.
like the week of, I dropped probably 8 pounds.
Dang.
How does that feel crazy to like see yourself like in the mirror and then a week later it's like, oh, hey.
It's insane.
I've done water cuts like that.
I would take pictures and I would be like, who is this?
What do you,
Who is this
Is
person?
there an option to like fight in the next weight class up? If
For-
if you don't find a 115 to fight you?
Yeah, so we've discussed that. Sadly, it's kind of hard to find 125ers too.
Yeah.
Or just women to fight in general.
Yeah.
You know, with men, there's a lot of men who want to fight, who love to fight, or who think they want to fight. Women, not so much, man. It's a bit more difficult to find. So it's a toss up, really.
Yeah,
newer,
but you
too.
could-
It's
but
newer
you
for
could do
women.
it.
MMA, they've been doing kickboxing for a long time, but like women,
Yeah,
just in like MMA gyms, that's not how this started.
yeah. Honestly, I think I have maybe 2 training partners that are female. One's a competitor, one isn't.
That's the potential
there are
cross
women.
training partner.
No, I'm talking about like at our gym.
Ah,
There's just not a lot of women.
why do you
At
think
the-
that is?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, I don't have a suspicion as to why that is.
I mean, I'm assuming most people don't find it fun to get punched in the head.
I don't.
I mean,
And I think it's
Yeah, I
terrible.
wouldn't think as a woman, like, I mean, I love to watch and I think it's great, like, to watch women do it. I get into it, but yeah, I don't want to be punched in the face.
I mean that's my best guess. Is
Yeah.
It's
some
just-
people just don't
it's
want to get punched in the
and
head.
It's a male dominated sport, typically, right?
I think,
Not for long.
I think all sports are.
Okay.
Is that not? I mean, that's kind of true. It depends on what you say by
I
dominated.
don't know
though.
volleyball.
Water
Oh,
polo.
Yeah.
beach volleyball. I've not watched a dude play beach volleyball ever.
Have you ever watched men play volleyball though? Like,
Oh,
like in
yeah, I
general?
have. It's way
Dude,
better.
it's insane.
Yeah, it's
it's
way-
insane.
It's way fucking better. They're jumping 7 feet above the net. Every
Mhm.
single hit is a perfect set in front of the net,
Yes.
and just a
I don't think I've ever. I'm gonna have to look this up. Now.
Just
It's so irritating to watch men be better at
Kimber's
stuff.
like, I'm pissed off.
because we're used
Honestly,
to
I'm
watching
like-
women play it because they're wearing bikinis during it, so it's like tolerable.
butt cheeks.
Yeah.
That's
cheeks.
why are people watching beach volleyball? Why'd they invent that sport? And why is the uniform a bikini? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
all
why
it
is
is.
regular volleyball not that much more or less
Yeah,
revealing
in
than
the
a bikini?
shorts.
Yeah,
It's because they know.
They know.
You can wear
spandex.
You ask them though, what do they say?
Spandex.
What if you ask why
Yeah,
does
what
the
is the
7th grade
reason?
volleyball team have to wear the smallest these 7th graders the smallest spandex shorts you've ever seen? What would they say?
It's state regulated.
Mobility.
Mobility.
Is that why?
We need
Yeah.
these to make the play. You
But
know,
if everybody's wearing them,
my brother in Christ, y'all ever watch the NBA? These motherfuckers got shorts below their knees and jumping from the free throw line, tomahawk dunking. I promise. The short,
Cargo shorts.
cargo short.
Cargo shorts.
That's what the 7th grade volleyball players should not be wearing spandex underwear. They should probably be wearing cargo shorts.
Honestly.
Leggings. Why can they not wear
Or
leggings?
leggings.
Leggings.
They should be able to wear
They can wear
leggings.
spandex leggings.
Y'all were all in middle school, right?
I played volleyball in high school. It was like a thing. Like you were supposed to wear
The smallest.
the smallest shorts you could possibly find.
I dated a volleyball player. She was not a whore. She was a respectable woman. She went on to get a degree.
Mhm.
Not that that's relevant. She and her
Whores
other
can't get degrees.
Did you just slut shame?
Yeah.
No, I think I degree shamed. I
You
don't think
did.
it's like a validating like a.
You saying sluts don't like to read.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, everybody's seen Legally Blonde, so we know that's not true.
Yeah, I hate to read. So 1 for 1 on that study. We'll ask the other people later.
What did you just say about Reese Witherspoon?
She said, "You don't think whores can get degrees?" And I said, "No, we've all seen Legally Blonde. We know that's not
Oh
true."
yeah, that worked. She went to Harvard, maybe.
Yeah.
These 7th grade girls are wearing the shortest shorts I've ever seen in my entire life, man. How's the government not stepping in and saying this is clearly weird? They're 12. What are we talking about?
All right.
All right, I've ranted
All
on
right.
it long
Yeah.
enough. Everybody watching
We
this
all
will know that
agree.
is true,
We all agree. It's
It is
weird.
true.
It's weird.
but it will not change.
Nope.
What?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
I don't think he's dead. Think about it. How commonly spread was the trope that Epstein didn't kill himself, right? Okay. There was like 3 uniforms in the room, the solitary confinement room. So like he hung himself with them. But like, why would that be in there? There was all this stuff. It's like he definitely killed himself. He definitely killed himself. But then it's like, okay, he was murdered. He was murdered. He was murdered. But in both outcomes, he doesn't exist anymore. But he was a high profile asset to like a mass blackmailing scheme. What are the odds that in that situation, they faked his suicide so transparently as a murder that we all knew that it was a conspiracy and we said, yeah, it was murdered. But really, he's in like Venezuela right now. Fucking, well, I'm not going to think about what he's fucked. But he's probably having a great time in Venezuela. I feel like I'm looping around too much. It's too close to the volleyball
Yeah.
conversation to talk about that. But
Okay.
This has gone off the
All
rails.
right. So, Kimber, you need a partner to fight.
this cross-training partner, if she got offered to you, you'd take her?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's her name?
I don't know her name.
Okay, perfect.
I know.
Perfect.
I
like
know
that.
she's 115 pounds and she trains at Knoxville Martial Arts Academy.
Okay,
That's the knowledge I have.
fair enough. We'll put the research in on the back end for this.
If you watch my first fight, though, you know
She was
I'll
there?
fight anybody.
Yes.
Whenever.
Was she at the last one by chance? The last Camp Jordan event?
I don't know. There was a big group of their people there, so she possibly could have been there. I mean, they reached out about the matchup, but we'll just have to see. You know, with us being cross-training partners, I feel like my coach is a little bit hesitant about it. But if all else fails, that's probably who I'm going to end up fighting.
Would you fight up if they offered you a 125?
Yeah,
at the same
absolutely.
event?
Yeah. I mean, it's only like a 5-pound cut, so honestly, that's not bad at all.
Maybe better even. I feel like the UFC is shifting more towards people making no weight cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at Israel Adesanya, he fights at 185, but he walks around at 190.
Yeah.
So he loses like no strength, no stamina, no anything on his cuts. He does an 8-week or 12-week training camp, but really
Mhm.
only cuts weight for 4 weeks because he has 10 pounds to drop.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
10 pounds is pretty common.
Yeah.
I cut 15, but I weighed 125 before I went on vacation, and I just kind of, you know.
It's vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm eating on
Fight
vacation.
camp vacation, baby. We,
Like in
we
the
out
UFC,
here.
they say Alex Pereira, the guy that beat Adesanya in kickboxing twice and then in the UFC,
Yeah.
they say he walks around like 225 and he fights at 180. He loses 45 pounds in camp.
Dang.
It's a little bit easier for dudes, though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, women hold water a lot more than men do. The water retention is serious.
Testosterone is it just good for like I guess anything physical really. Like you can
Yeah.
exert yourself harder and burn more calories with a little more test. Do you think do they test for performance enhancing drug test in K1?
As far as amateur fighting goes, I don't believe they test for anything.
Have you ever been tested?
Just pregnancy tested
They do that?
every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. Oh, imagine an octagon abortion.
Oh
Wait.
my god.
Okay, yeah, no, you can't say that. You
Cut.
Can't, yeah, we're
Cut.
gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out.
Jesus.
Cut.
Yeah, no, but I think that's. You watch bare knuckle fighting?
Yes.
BKFC.
BKFC. I
They
got
don't
you.
test in this league, so they have a bunch of washed up UFC guys. They're not washed. They're washed. They're older guys who are having this second wind of just being fucking huge and knocking each other out with one punch,
Mhm.
and it's awesome.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of amateur fighters, I mean, like not all of them, obviously, but I feel like a lot of them do probably take advantage of the fact that there isn't a testing pool
Why
for it.
wouldn't you? If
Well-
you're serious about it and you want to win the fight, why would you not take a performance enhancing drug?
I personally don't.
I'm not trying to.
But I
encourage
mean,
you
like,
to.
I don't want to grow a mustache. You feel me?
And for
Yeah,
women,
I
it's a
was
little
gonna say,
different too. 'Cause you have to
what
spike your
about the side
testosterone
effects
levels.
of it?
If you're, I think
Like what? And I'm asking because I don't know. But like for men, are there like later side effects or like
yeah,
side
you're gonna
effects
die
that could?
sooner. You're burning your liver out. Your
It
kidneys.
takes like 10 years off your life expectancy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, male pattern baldness, heightening of the voice,
High blood pressure.
high blood pressure, the shrinking of the testicles, potential sterility where you can no longer reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's
Well,
but
that would be why.
ask me the benefits.
That would be why you wouldn't do it.
Strong
okay,
punch,
so
heavy
what are
punch.
the benefits?
Strong punch,
Cool.
fast move,
Yeah,
big
that's
jump,
all worth all the other things.
big stamina increase plus 10. You can train harder. You really the only benefit of steroids is you recover so much faster. So like if you go to the gym 10 minutes a day and this guy goes 10 minutes a day and this guy does steroids, the difference will be so minimal. You would not really notice. But if you try to go to the gym 7 hours a day, the guy that's doing steroids the next day is basically all of his muscles are going to be repaired. The guy who is not on steroids, he's going to have to give himself a day or two. And so you can just cram it in and just get fucking ripped.
Really quick.
Yeah, and everybody does it, I think, at the pro level. Of every sport, I think everyone's doing steroids.
Well, not when they test for it.
They test for it, but what was the film, Carl, about the Russian Olympic team that got they legally dosed themselves? Icarus, they had like drilled holes in the wall so they could pass fake urine through during the testing, and it was for the Olympics.
What?
They caught them though, but they've been doing it for so many years and using these like barely banned substances that would like spike your testosterone and drop it the day of the test. It was pretty wild.
Wow.
But basically, the point of the movie was everyone uses steroids all the time in pro sports.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And in women,
I learned something.
I just know clit long, I think is
Oh,
what
wow.
happens. Yeah. You never heard that?
Did you just say clit long?
Clit long. Well, you said
Clit
hard
long.
punch earlier, or punch
Clit
hard.
long. Hard punch, clit long.
Hard punch. clit
Hard
long.
punch, clit long.
Lord. Is that a fact?
Wait, is that
Always-
a bar? Are we-
Always keep that thing on me.
hard
Hard
punch,
punch,
clit long.
clit long.
Or clit long, hard punch. That's what it would be. If you you'd be
Get
able to
back,
punch
my
harder.
shit strong. Yeah, hard. Yeah. All right, so this has been the Kember Dunn freestyle.
Whoa! Now I did not write this.
Oh, I was calling it that. No, it's what
Oh,
by
are
Eat
you-
the Freak.
are you
the
naming
Kember
the-
Dunn freestyle?
you're
yeah.
gonna name it
Why
after
am I in the
Yeah,
corner
but then
up
I feel
here?
like that associates
Don't.
certain traits to, and I don't want to do that. This is about
Get-
steroided women.
Can we maybe not tell people I have a long? clit?
Oh.
that's cold.
Welcome back to the Aloe Plant Podcast. This is your host Yogi the Bear, and this is Thomas the Train.
Medicate.
Medicaid. Oh yeah. We quit doing Adderall for a while there. Quit taking our medicine, our prescribed medicine.
I know. I didn't take it today. I'm doing pretty good.
She's nuts. I called her unmedicated
Mhm.
because she's just like a.
For about a week, it was
You know what's
wild.
great about that is I too have been off of my meds
No way.
for like 3 months now, man.
3 months. All the
Wow.
Well, just my soul loft.
meds. Okay.
I don't, you know.
Did you notice a big like weirdness of coming off it?
Not really. I had a headache for a couple of days, but after that, I'm chill. I'm chilling.
Did it work? Do you
I
feel
don't
like more
remember.
gooder than before?
Yeah, for sure. I think
Yeah.
from where I exercise and stuff a lot more, and
Endorphins.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
you feel
don't
better.
need it as much.
I didn't notice, which when I took Zoloft, it was years and years ago, but I didn't notice really coming off of it. But coming off of
Lexapro?
thank you. I forgot what it was.
I've heard that one's
Lexapro,
rough.
Oh my God, it was rough. It was bad. I hated that. I feel so much better
Yeah.
afterwards.
I think I heard somebody sell me SSRIs last night. Not selling to him, but Ari Shafir was on Joe Rogan, and they were demonizing SSRIs, which is the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, is Zoloft, Lexapro, whatever. But he said he used them for like a year, and basically he said it's like a cast. He was like, it should be used like a cast. Like if you have a broken leg, you can walk around on it maybe and survive, but it's never gonna heal. He was like, this is like a cast that you put on your brain muscle. He was like, you put it on and your brain gets back into like where you know how to like just be normal and feel
Function.
okay.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I just quit doing it, and I was good.
Yeah, just like cold turkey quitting was rough. Like I forget what they call it, but when you move your head and you feel like your eyeballs stay over here and it like takes a minute, that you do that for a minute.
Like
Right.
delayed vision.
Well, it's like the dizziness. Like if you're driving and then you go to look.
vertigo.
That was the word.
Yeah. But I don't know, but it's like, it's only when you would like move quick or something. So like if you were looking, over your shoulder and you do that and then you turn back around, it's like your brain was still back there and it's like this weird, like dizzy feeling that you get for a while. It's vertigo.
The first pill
That
I ever
sucked.
I took a Seroquel 100 milligrams sleeping tablet. These start off in 25 milligram form. I did not know this. And so I was on my way in 11th grade to school, and my friend said, hey, you want to take a perk before school? We both went to Northwest but lived in Murray. We were outlaws, and we were cool.
Word.
So, of course, I said, yes, I want a perk before school. Well, he lied. He stole it out of his mom's pill cabinet. I had no idea what it was. It was a Seroquel 100. If you're watching this, it's one of the strongest sleeping pills you can be prescribed. But
Have you watched the have you watched it yet?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Have you watched it? The
Genius?
documentary?
Genius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have?
Of course.
How long has it been out?
2 years.
Really?
No, a year and some change.
Why am I just now hearing about it or seeing it pop up?
Because the culture that you're interested in is, no, you watch the Kardashians. I wanted to dish you, but you honestly watched the exact thing that would make you watch the Kanye documentary. You're Team Kim, that's why.
Are you Team Kim?
Well, no, I like Kanye.
But if you had to
I
pick.
just have not. Yeah, I have not seen this documentary, and it's not like popped up on my Netflix. Well, I started to watch it last night.
I've never even heard of it. But I'm
That's
a
why
I'm a caveman.
That's why I wasn't watching you on live.
Oh, that was so hurtful. That was so hurtful. Okay, y'all, I've been trying to get Kate to watch this documentary with me for.
Bullshit. You're the one who says I don't watch TV.
I watch Kanye.
Okay, well, you haven't.
Okay, so Kimber, the documentary is called Genius.
Mhm.
Like Yeezus, it's I think spelled similarly for branding because he's the GOAT. And it's just a story about how when he was like very young, before he was famous or moved to New York, he was still in Chicago. This guy named Cootie, who was a stand-up comedian, was making a full-time living as a stand-up comedian.
Keep talking.
And he left that to, for
strong
no
enough.
money, film Kanye 24/7 because he said that when he met him, he knew instantly that one day everyone on planet Earth would know who this was and that he would go down as one of the greatest artists ever. No one believed in Kanye at this point but his mom. So Cootie drops it all and just starts getting footage of Kanye.
He's filming them like everyday life, just following them with a camera back before when he's just now trying to rap.
No, not even trying to rap when he's still making beats.
Yeah.
He had never released songs. He made the beats for the Black album for Jay-Z. That's when he got like his big break, I think. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you. Oh no, that was Rick Rubin online. No, so yeah, so it's just really, to me, it was the story of this guy having just blind faith in Kanye, the same blind faith he had in himself. And they go to New York, and he goes into record labels. They won't give him a deal.
The foreshadowing, though. Like, I've only watched the first half of the first episode. And the people that are like, oh, yeah, like the things that they saw in him, and then he turns out to be that was crazy.
So many people called that one early. Yeah, but they move. He's like going into record labels with just like, hey, why didn't y'all sign me? And like with a boombox turning his shit on. It's like, y'all hear this?
Do you think if I walk into like Dana White's office on some shit like that,
what's the worst?
It's worth it. Yeah, I was about to say it's worth a shot.
Dear Dana, I've been writing, but you still ain't calling.
Oh, I sent my highlights of the high kicks at the bottom.
We didn't shut the door.
I know you seen that spinning hook kick, bro.
It was perfect when I swapped it.
Call me.
Yeah, no, I think, dude, the fight game is crazy. I love to watch fight promotion. We talked about this last time. I love Chael Sonnen.
Yes.
Because he just image and just like, he wants everyone to think of him all day, all the time.
It's Uncle Chael.
Uncle Chael. Well, he mastered kind of like not being the best fighter, but fighting for 5 championships.
Yeah.
Because he just was in people's face and would piss like the other fighters off to the point they wanted to fight him and they were the champion. So it's like, who do you call out, champion? Like, this fucking idiot Chael Sonnen thinks he could beat me. He's 0-5 in championships, by the way. He lost all of them. But he fought for 5 championships. Yeah. How much money is that?
No, he's awesome. He's awesome.
He is.
I love Chael Sonnen.
My music promotion is 100% derived from watching Chael Sonnen. Just talking about like just being in people's face all the time. He said anytime he did an interview, when he walked in, his goal was to talk the most amount about himself specifically.
Yeah, that's definitely what you do.
I feel like a lot of fighters are like that.
They try to be.
Yeah.
You see, Sean Strickland. You watched the Strickland-Izzy fight that just happened?
I didn't get to watch it, but I seen the knockdown.
A round 1 knockdown. How about Izzy's my favorite fighter of all time, by the way.
Really?
He is, yeah, for sure. George St. Pierre is up there, but as far as like, I started being obsessed with UFC when Izzy beat Whitaker for the championship. And that was like 2018, 2017. We're in 2023. He's still the champion at 185. And he's lost like very few rounds. And yeah, that was a beatdown. Sean Strickland beat the fuck out of him, and Izzy kind of melted.
I'm not gonna lie, like I had a feeling like Sean Strickland was gonna.
Even though he fights like this, standing straight up.
I don't know, just something about his demeanor. I was just like,
have you watched the interview?
Have you shown me,
man?
Sean Strickland?
Yeah.
I think so. We watched Alex Pereira knocking him out because Sean Strickland is so funny.
Like, you have to tell me, because I'm bad with remembering names of people. You have to tell me what they did or what they look like.
Okay, yeah. So Conor McGregor and like Stephen Thompson, how they're karate guys and they fight kind of like guard down, like bouncing real wide. Sean Strickland fights with his feet almost together and his hands like this. And so when people punch, like if they punch this side, he won't block over here. He'll just put his shoulder up and then block his body. But he's standing straight the fuck up. He's the only fighter in the UFC that does this. It's so weird. But when he punches, they're so fast because they're coming from such a close distance. And he was a terrible matchup. I want to say 8-1 underdog. Like he was not even supposed to. The only reason he was in the championship fight against Israel Adesanya was that Izzy has beat everyone in the division twice.
Yeah.
He's beaten them. They've all rematched him, and he's beaten them, and there's not been a close fight.
But, you know, I think maybe part of why I felt like Sean was going to win that fight is because, like, a lot of times Izzy doesn't take people seriously.
That's exactly it. Because he is so good.
He'll play around with them, and like that, you can still get caught.
Yeah, and he did. And had he not got that first round rock, I think he could have won the fight. But I think he never. You have a concussion, right? If you get bashed in the head so hard that you fall down on the ground and you can't even pick your arm up to cover your head, there's 22 or 28 strikes to the head consecutively, and the ref didn't stop the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
A lot of people were saying, like, what the fuck? We brought Steve Mazzagatti back? Like,
you
what is
showed
going
me
on?
that one, didn't you?
Where he's just down?
Yes, because
no,
I was like...
No. We watched a compilation of the worst UFC calls of all time. Because
I was like, I don't think I want to see this.
And it's just it's 10 clips of Dan Margliano watching a guy be murdered.
I can't remember who it was fighting, but one of the worst like calls I'd ever seen was in Invicta, the all women's promotion. Dude, this poor girl was laying on the ground getting just beaten bloody for like a solid 45 seconds, and the ref did not pull the other girl off.
You hate to see it.
Dude, there was blood all over the canvas. Like, it was a mess.
God.
And dude was just like, hey, she looks fine.
I haven't
big
seen the
deal.
specific fight, but women's MMA, there is the factor of the force behind the punch isn't. I mean, your arm doesn't weigh 22 pounds. Like, if you go up to like 205s fighting each other, like the force, physical force of mass times acceleration hitting you is so great that you see women pop, but you see women get dropped and just be right back in full guard, like consciously looking for submissions immediately after.
If you're laying on the ground in a puddle of blood, call it.
Send me this clip. I want to play it
Call it.
up here. The UFC has good lawyers though. They might get us. I'm playing it anyway.
It's Invicta.
Oh yeah, Invicta.
It's
They probably
Invicta.
terrible. Are they? Do they exist still?
Yeah.
The UFC's eating everybody. They ate
Well,
Pride. They
UFC's taken a lot of women from Invicta because, like, Dana White used to say there would never be women, and then, oh, well, there's women now, but we aren't ever going to do 115s and 110s. Surprise.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I love watching women fight so much. You got a favorite female UFC fighter? We
Yes.
talked about it last time briefly, but I never asked you your favorite.
Whaley.
Wei Lee? No way. I feel
I
like
love her.
her best fights are all L's.
I love her.
It's
her mindset.
I've not watched any interviews. What specifically about it?
Just, I remember before my first fight, I watched one of her interviews just to get in the headspace. You know, I was really nervous. Like, you don't know what you're getting into.
You're
your
about to
first
fight
go-around
somebody
with
for
it.
the first
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, for sure. And she said one thing that really stuck out to me about, like, why be nervous? You know, like, you're going to get hit. You have to accept the fact that, like, you're going to get hurt when you go out there. But that's not the point. Like, you go out there and you do it anyway. Like, you just have to get over that if you're going to fight.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Just like that fearless mentality.
The other person's training to be able to punch you specifically in the face. Especially at that level, the coaches are bringing in training partners who punch and move like the other opponent.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're like how they're going to hit you even.
Yeah. But that really stuck with me, you know, like, I like her mindset about fighting. Just get over it.
Did it help you ease like did you have an anxiety about the like physical pain of fighting?
The first fight, yeah.
She was big.
The day of, I didn't know how much bigger she was than me until the day of weigh-ins, right?
Noticeably.
Which is the day before the fight. And, like, it isn't a knock to her at all. Like,
No. She was the
my
main
old
event at your
coaches-
second fight.
Yeah. My old coaches should have known better than to try to have me fight at 145 whenever I didn't even weigh 145 pounds.
Against a 42-year-old woman.
Yeah, like, I weighed in at 136 pounds with clothes on.
You weighed in like 9 pounds under?
Yeah. And then the day of the fight, that morning when I weighed like 132 pounds.
Less even.
So, and she had rehydrated.
Yeah, she was back.
Yeah,
she's at 160 now.
From what I was told, she showed up to weigh-ins in like a sauna suit and was like
Cutting to 145 till the day of.
Dang.
So the weight difference had to be, you know, significant.
I mean, watching it, it looks like who matched this? Like,
Yeah.
it was this
So the promoter, Billy, is actually my coach now, and we've discussed this multiple
I've
times.
dissed him now.
No, you're fine. Like, we've had this conversation,
Okay.
you know. My old coach at the time, whenever I took my first fight, sent in this picture of me to Billy that made me look taller than what I actually
From the
was.
low angle he took
Yeah.
from the ground.
He's like, hold on, let's give her some height. So I've seen the picture that he was talking about too, and I did look taller, and I can send it to you if you want. It's wild.
It's right
Like,
here, right now.
It's gonna be right up there, yeah. But I looked significantly taller than
What
what
a
I
tree
actually
trunk.
am. And he was like, I would have never lined that fight up if I knew you were 5 foot tall. You
Yeah.
know? So, but no, the day of, my nerves were shot for that fight. Like, I ate like half a bowl of oatmeal, and that was it.
Oh.
And I fought like later in the night, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. So like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep the night before. Like, I was tore up about it because
When was this?
November
of
last year.
last year.
So it's almost been a year ago now.
You haven't
but
even
then-
been fighting a year. Congrats, dude. The hype.
Thank
I feel like
you.
the hype you've generated around yourself in a year is, this is incredible.
I've worked really hard on it. Thank you. You've got to look at it like, your marketing's really important with fighting. It's not just about,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's mostly about going out there and fighting and,
I don't think so.
but you've got to market.
It's these promoters that are putting these fights on, they don't care who wins the fight.
Yeah.
They care about revenue generated from the door. That literally promoters do not care about who wins the fight. They're trying to sell the event, and you have to have we watched Rough and Rowdy. They had who was the pretty blonde girl who's a crazy boxer go on there, and it was because she had a huge social media following. It's like, this is a very successful fight because people paid to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They want to see her fight.
They want to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, I almost feel like I got more fans after losing my last fight.
Dude, that fight was so fucking good. It's like nobody watched that and knew who won at the end. There was nobody. Her corner had to be sweating too, because all it takes is for 2 of the 3 judges for on that first round to make that razor edge decision of, that was her.
Yeah.
And that would have changed the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fine line. And that's why I think, the image, the promotion, before Conor McGregor fought Aldo, they did like 8 countries. They did press conferences around. He sold out venues for press conferences. So, and what was after, I forget what he did, but he was like, when you make the company $600 million in 3 fights, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
It's like, checks out. Yeah, let me review companies, the history of companies. Yeah, $600 million in 2 years. Yeah, you can say whatever.
So that's what I'm trying to do. Like, you have to build yourself up because, you do want to be a good fighter and you want to go out there and perform great. But at the end of the day, people want to be entertained.
I think you're doing a great job at it.
Thank you.
With your social media, for sure. And we're gonna vlog this next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be awesome.
Yes, we're gonna go again. We have a table this time.
Did get the VIP table early. Shout out Christian.
Yep.
He was at the last one. He picked this one up.
Yep. He went ahead, got it. So we'll be.
I got a message from my coach. He was like, "You've already sold a VIP table," and I was like, "What? Let's go."
Hey, if you're watching this and you want to come with us, literally everyone is invited. The last time we did it, it was so much fucking fun. But as soon as we showed up, we realized that we're like too far away for the opposing fighters to hear us yelling at them.
Yeah,
pussy.
But hey, if we have enough people, we'll get 2 tables.
Yeah, if we still have a couple spots at this one.
Yeah.
If you want to get in, and then would love to have the tables are 6 apiece.
Yeah.
Would love to have another one right next to it. Those will be gone though soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to check to see.
The tables do sell out quick, and also just to talk a little bit about the event itself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it's October the 28th, Halloween weekend. We're gonna have a costume contest.
During?
Oh, fun.
For the fighters or fans?
Fans. So wear your costumes. The top 3 costumes are going to get a prize of some sort. I don't know what
centipede.
I was going to say, what are we going as?
Human centipede.
No, we're not doing that.
Don't.
We're not doing that.
Dibs on front.
No,
right, keep
we're
going.
not doing that.
You're going to be like,
hey, welcome back to the Ask the Mouth podcast. I'm Eak and Kate. This is Kate. This is Kember. If you are at 115, if you fight at 115 out of Knoxville, fuck you. You think fuck Kember up? Come try it on October, 28th?
28th.
On October 28th, there'll be a Halloween show there. You don't have an opponent. The only reason you've not messaged them back is because you're scared. Any final words?
You heard it here, folks. Let's get it.
You did it.
Okay, perfect.
We'll be there.
Edward Eaker, my personal shit talk manager.
Boom.
He's doing a great job.
We call it marketing director, but I would come up with titles like that because I'm the marketing director.
He is the marketing director. Honestly, very grateful.
And honestly, fuck you to all of Knoxville, even if you live there. Not just if you fight out of there. And that's all. That's 225 down to 115. Any follow-up words?
you guys at Knoxville are actually pretty cool, but if somebody wants to fight me, let's get it. Like,
I was gonna say just Knoxville, like you're not gonna like.
No.
wait, are we talking about like, the whole city?
We're talking about the Vols. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about.
She can't have an opponent from anywhere else.
If you drove through 75 on the way to Ohio to Georgia through Knoxville, fuck you is what I mean.
Okay, so this is like this is a deep-rooted hatred just for the city of
that I
Knoxville.
just developed based off this one girl because we don't know her name, and so we're really trying to get this to her.
I would like to fight.
I don't know if she does want to. We'll see. She'll get this.
Me,
They have a
you,
Facebook page.
in the cage, October 28th.
Roaring fans. I'd be scared.
Vlog. We're vlogging.
Oh yeah, we're vlogging. You can.
Did y'all ever think that maybe like they're intimidated now, thinking that they may be vlogged to fight you?
Because I did start out the last one with, she's gonna kill this whore.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Shout out Carl for that as the hook, by the way.
Honestly, Carl, it was very tasteful.
There were so many moments of that he could have picked. He picked
That was the one.
my worst moment when I'm just absolutely obliterated. We've watched 2 Papal fights. We're thrilled.
Disclaimer, if you fight me, you are going to be vlogged. So, I mean, if you want that clout, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we are a human clout machine here at the Beauty and DaFreak podcast.
Let me help you help your career.
Yeah. Conor McGregor.
You'll know who we are because we're all showing up in bunny costumes.
Conor McGregor told Nate Diaz, he said, Nate, when you got this fight, you called your wife and said, put the red panties on, babe. We did it. We got the McGregor fight. You don't even give a fuck if you win. It's the biggest day of your life. He
That's
said
it.
that. Because he knew he was going to make Nate's last fight was 15 grand. His next one was like almost $1 million. So it's like big red panty night, baby. Let's fight McGregor. Well, hey, this has been the Conor McGregor podcast. This is Kember Dunn, our first 2-time guest. Shout out to Carl Southern Media for producing this. My beautiful and talented co-host, Katie B. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Thank y'all.